Hello everyone, Internal Lars here, back with another video about my great journey of studying Ken L. Wheeler's new model of the whole universe and his model of cosmic mechanics, which is very interesting. I'm very much enjoying it. But there is one or two very important fundamental concepts which I'm having trouble wrapping my head around. So I thought I'd share it with everyone out there, and hopefully there's someone out there that may know more than I do and can actually enlighten us all so that we can further our understandings. And that is the incoherent dielectric acceleration, i.e. gravity, versus coherent dielectric acceleration, i.e. magnetism. So I've drawn a diagram. I guess a picture's as good as 1,000 words, so maybe it can say more than I can. So, can you see there? Here is gravity, incoherent dielectric acceleration. Let's just use the words coherent and incoherent. The dielectric acceleration, that sounds weird, but here we can see incoherent. So, and here is coherent. Now, one idea I'm having is this idea, which you may be thinking is wrong, but I'll get to that in a minute, why I think it could be a possibility. And here is magnetism. So you can see very clearly the difference between the two. Gravity, or incoherent dielectric acceleration. The field lines here are much further out and much weaker. And in coherent dielectric acceleration, they've been brought much closer, so it's much stronger, but that strength is much shallower. So I guess that would kind of satisfy a lot of the requirements for this concept to hold true. But according to what Ken L. Wheeler is saying, the incoherent dielectric acceleration is gravity. So does that mean that this actually has curved field lines or not? Because if you are following what Ken is saying, then incoherent dielectric acceleration and magnetism are both the same thing. But in his model, when I first listened to it, I wasn't thinking this idea in my head. No, I was thinking about lines coming in from all around, but they would then be straight lines. And what he's saying is that there are no straight lines in the universe. So I hope you can understand what I'm saying, or you may be getting the gist of it. I really hope that someone out there can help me in my understanding. So is this really the correct sort of concept or not? Or are these all just straight lines coming into the center? Because if it were the case that it was just a big scaled up magnetic field, then it would also have a negative and a positive. And if it had a negative and a positive and every other one had a negative and a positive, well then the counter-avoidance, that is the acceleration, would all be different. and it would be incoherent. So then how could it attract another mass, as in how gravity works, if it was incoherent and it wasn't lined up? And in my mind, the only way it could be coherent then and meet both criteria is if in a non-magnet, in any other material that only has a gravitational, that is a dielectric acceleration field and not a magnetic, then how can they be straight, those lines coming in, if there are no straight lines in the universe? So yeah, it may take a little bit of thinking to get your head around that one, but if you've seen a bit of Ken R. Wheeler's material, if you've read his book a little bit, then you may know what I'm talking about. So this is actually a very, very simple concept, very simple concept, but again, I guess as Ken says, the simpler a concept gets, the more difficult it becomes to explain it. So maybe that's the case, what's happening here. Maybe it's just that it's so simple that it's difficult for me to understand it, to explain it to myself somehow. So I hope you liked this video. I really hope to get some sort of comments on this from others who have also watched a lot of Ken R. Wheeler, and probably those who have watched everything and read his books and understand it more than I do. I hope to get feedback from you guys and girls. Peace.